So we're really pleased to get that one, to get it behind us on a short rest. It seems like as we go into each game, there's, you know, we have really had our, had to think a lot and practice differently getting ready for Howard because of the nature of their defense. So as we were getting that done, I thought it really was going to hurt us offensively tonight, and but it didn't. We tried to focus back in, and our guys are just little by little. We got to continue. The big thing is just develop this team, improve some of the younger guys, give them more time, but they got to show their improvement. And it was good to have Zach and Derek go out and really lead us. Defense was much better. DJ Wilson is really changing the way we guard, where we can switch more because he can guard. He can guard really 5 positions right now, and that's really going to help us. So we'll take the W and move on. We got a really good Marquette team on Thursday night late, and so we need to rest tomorrow, and then get ready to play teams that are this team's better than Howard. Marquette's going to be better than this team, and whoever we play is going to be a pretty good team in the next day. So we just got to keep getting better.
Hey, Coach. 14 rebounds today from DJ Wilson. You just talked about him having a role, but do you think that ever think that he'd have these sorts of numbers this early in the season?
When we recruited him, this is what we hope. But but we recruit him and you look at the potential and you see that, but it's going to take a little bit. 2 things: he didn't have the body to do that or the mindset. I think the big difference, he's developed his body, but now his mindset is to get in there and get after rebounds, loose basketballs, everything. Defensively, last year we couldn't get him on the floor. Now he's spent a year just getting better. So if he has that idea, here's what I am. I am a rebounder and a defender. You'll just get baskets. These guys will find you when you're open.
Kevin? Hey, Coach. That 13-0 run in the half, what changed from your perspective? Did you make any adjustments?
Well, I think that I'm not sure how much when Mark went into the game defensively, it changed a lot for us. So he's another one that he really can plug gaps. Mo is still trying to learn where he should be sometimes. And while he's guessing the game's got to slow down for him in ball screen coverage. So Mark's been watching that. He doesn't always get it right. But this was a quick team. I said they had 5 fifth-year guys. All those guards were 5th-year guys. All 3 of them were going to go downhill. And when they see a center who's trying to figure things out, they just attack the big guy. So Mark plugged that up a great deal for us. That was a big difference.
Hi, Coach. Orion from IUPUI here. Can you just talk about what having DJ and Mo on the floor at the same time gives you, maybe an advantage with athleticism?
Well, I think DJ gives us some great athleticism. Mo gives us great skill. As you watch, if Mo can make the same jumps that DJ's made, and Mo has some rebounds today, right? So if he can make those same difference in mentality that DJ has and get after it. But it's a matter of time. When you ask a guy who's never had a rebound in his whole life, never, and now he's 6'11", you say, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to rebound. In these 2 years, he's sort of learning it. But there's techniques to it. There's a mentality. But those 2 at 6'10", they're guys that they're 6'7" guys who are crafty, but it's tough to shoot over our guys.
You're right with James.
Mark and DJ had another productive day off the bench. Is this type of production, is that what you were expecting from them coming off the bench?
Well, that's what you want. We'd like to have. I don't think last year that was a big deal for us. Once we lost Karras and Spike, we lost the bench players became starters, right? And we couldn't fill that void. So if we can get those guys just to give us somebody to give us minutes off the bench, Xavier and Ibby are going to give us that eventually. Right now the game's just too fast for them, and they're just trying to understand things. So they will be much better. When we get those guys up to speed, and like every day is another step closer for those guys.
Stay over there with Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, John. You're aside from the rebounding numbers, your energy and your rim protection changed. Your physicality changed with Mark and DJ came in.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the balance you're going to face with the skill versus sort of Duncan and Mo? Again?
Yeah, that's what we have to sort out. Is what's the best lineup really for every game? As you know, there's some hard-charging teams in the Big Ten that you're going to have a bunch of skilled guys, and they're going to pound you into the ground, right? And then there's other teams where the skill will be more important. But the thing is, we got to grow. We got to grow DJ's skill, and we got to get Mo, more aggressive and more more anticipating the next plays, a little slow reacting to it. And once again, he didn't have those reps last year that DJ didn't have. This is the first time DJ's really slowed down for him. But Mark can plug and do some great things. He's not going to jump out of the gym. He just needs to be there and be strong going after the ball. So I'm really proud of how he's played so far. It's 2 good games back to back.
Stay there with Matt.
Derek sprained his ankle on Friday, still played
Yeah.
35 minutes, he played 36 tonight.
Yep.
Was that the goal? Were you hoping
Well,
to rest him a little,
no.
or can you kind of talk
Yeah,
about that?
you know, the nature of both games were, I wanted to give him more time the other day, knowing we had a game coming back, but because all the others got in foul trouble, we couldn't take him out. Today, it was more like, we're going to rest tomorrow, right? We got out enough, but not clearly enough, and we're trying to message to our young guys, this is the way we play. Be focused on the bench, go in there. And so I just wanted to I tried to use those media timeouts to give him a little bit extra rest while we continue to work with Xavier, work with Ibby.
Stay at the back with Andrew.
Hey, Coach. Zach came out at the start of the second half there. What was
Just
that?
say, all of a sudden, he just felt a little tweak in his body and wanted to go have the trainers look at it, and came back, he felt fine.
Okay, he had a lot of mid-range jumpers,
Yep.
particularly coming
Yep.
off screens. Is there anything about the defense you knew coming in that would be?
Well, it was the first time we saw a hedge team like that. And you know, we predicted they'd play man-to-man. They have a matchup zone and some other things in them, but you know, we went to some of our package that we thought was most effective for him and our team, really, because he sees over the defense really well. I'm assuming we're going to have to find other ways. We got to work at the rest of the guys on the ball screen. Mohammed made a really nice play. We just got to keep working with him, and that's what we need to do. You think we've been here for 4 or 5 weeks, and we've been working with them. This is a team that some of them are really slow in developing, and we can't say, okay, they can't do it. You just got to keep plodding away. DJ is a perfect example, just a perfect example of if you just stay with them and stay with them, and they get to be 3rd, 4th, or 5th year players, they get to be really good.
Matt?
What were you able to do differently in the second half in defending Darryl Combs after he had 15 points to start in the
Well,
first
I
half?
think we took him very seriously. Not that we didn't, but his quickness, I think we understand who he was. We tried to load up a little bit more and challenge him to pass, and he did make some good plays. He's just really quick to stay in front of him. You know, and so with the tempo of the game, with the way he was going downhill, I mean, until we went with the late game, just get our starters out of there. I mean, they were under 50 points. I think they scored 80 the other day. So we tried to load up against them and really, you know, Rock has got to have this mentality that he is a stopper for us. That when Zach was on him, Zach stopped him. We got to have that same mentality with Rock, and he did a better job the second half.
James?
Is there any reason why Duncan only played 12 minutes today?
DJ was really playing well, right? DJ was playing well, and if Zach hadn't come back, he would have played many more minutes. So his role will be varied. Does he start? Does he come off the bench? Love having a gunner come off the bench. He made some really good defensive adjustments today. He's just got to continue to embrace his role and keep working at his game. I love the idea that he comes off the bench with this free rein to shoot, and it was nice to see him knocking a long one today.